Don't be gay, camp you. Good Sunday afternoon. You know what that means. It's another exciting episode. Matinee with the homies. As you can see, me and Campy, we're live. We got power. Ronan's alive.
We have
He's
power.
got power. We got power. Might not have it this afternoon, but we have it earlier today. So hello everyone. Thank you for coming in. Thank you guys for showing up last night for the gaming stream. Let's go around the horn and let's see what happened. Guys, you have to overlook Campy. He took too many dicks to the mouth, so he's got a horse today. So Campy, how's it going?
Phantom, you I don't know. Why am I friends with you? He's right. I'm a little under the weather, people, so I might be in and out of camera. But I appreciate everybody showing up today. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope everybody's safe after these storms that are in the areas that are needing it. And today we're going to be talking about parody movies. They're not really seen as much as they used to be, and they're starting to make a comeback, and we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about our favorites, some of the ones that were impactful, and things like that. So, thank you for joining us here today, and hopefully you're having a good time out there. Go back to you, Ronan. How are you today?
I am doing good myself. Hello, everybody. Y'all know who I am. I'm Ronan the Crusader, and we're here discussing all kinds of different parody movies that exist, starring, of course, Atomic Portnoy, Austin Campy over here.
Just call me fucking Atomic Portnoy.
Phantom Speedman over there, and of course, good old Rhonda as the dude, just playing a dude disguised as another dude.
It was actually gay. What?
Oh, behave, Ronan.
Anyways, what about you, Atomic Portnoy? Go on.
That new name. See, all these names are being hoisted upon me now. It's good to be here. I'm glad to be here. It's fun always to be on a Sunday show, just talking about movies and all that. So let's just get into it.
All right.
Appreciate everybody. Like I said, we're gonna go into this about parodies. First off, which I try to do every week, but sometimes we don't have the chance to. But like your first parody movie, so the four of us are going to give you either the first movie we've seen or the first or the most impactful one. Now, it's not the first one I've seen, but the most impactful to me had to be Spaceballs. Spaceballs was probably the one where I was like, oh, so they can make fun of a movie and it be just as good as the original. So for me, it was Spaceballs, Mel Brooks, oh my God, I forget his name. I was about to say Gary Busey. What's his name? I forgot the actor's name, but the main actor and everybody, they did a great job with Spaceballs, and it was one that I just was like, that is, as a kid, really spoke to me, made me laugh, made me giggle. Rick Moranis, all the jokes and everything. What about you guys? What was your first movie that really made an impact, or your first one you ever seen that you thought was hilarious?
I was gonna say Spaceballs or Men in Tights, because both those movies, both are Mel Brooks movies. I don't remember which one I watched first, but they both made an impact on me.
I think for me, I'd probably have to put it either with Scary Movie 2.
Ooh.
Or if anything, it'd probably have to be Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood. Yep. The full ass title there, but of those two, those two are the ones that I remember watching them when I was young, and they cracked the shit out of me, both of them. It was absolutely hilarious, especially Don't Be a Menace. Just anytime the Wayans brothers are making something, it was going to be hilarious as hell.
What do we say to do? Nice man when we see him, kids? Are you my daddy?
For me, it has to be the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Was my very first. This was late 70s. Got to see this at the drive-in, and because I love the B horror movies of the 50s and 60s. And got a chance to watch this stupidest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life, but I fucking enjoyed it. It was mainstream Airplane. Hands down Airplane.
Yep.
You know something I just remembered too? I'm pretty sure they made cartoon series of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes
They
too.
did.
It's hilarious.
We're actually gonna like that's gonna be part of the discussion like that
a little
'cause
further
we're
in the
gonna do-
future, right?
Yeah, because we're gonna do a show that how like R-rated movies got cartoons based off of R-rated
Cartoon
fucking
adaptations.
films.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah,
I mean, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was a decent. It was a decent B movie, and it was completely a B movie.
Dude,
But
it
what-
was a
what-
Z movie, and it
But
fucking
but
got
what it
fucking
had, was one of the catchiest damn theme songs ever.
Attack of the Killer
Tomato.
Tomato. And the stupid fucking dude that had the fucking air parachute running around with the fucking sword and the, you know, Campia, when we ever do that, you need to put Atomic on that dude. You got to.
We'll put you on the tomato then.
So they did
Screw you,
like
Venom.
they did. So that's like they did part 2 to that, and I think the guy, the original guy that was the guy with the parachute running around with the sword, he came back for that movie. But for me, Killer Tomatoes is probably one of my favorite low budget parody movies of all time. It was so fucking hilarious.
I get that. I mean, a lot of them were like, we're not really seen as money makers until the mid 90s, I guess you'd say. Like Hot Shots was one of the first ones that really made an impact money wise.
Well, the thing is, when it comes to parody movies, like Airplane didn't do good in theaters.
Nope.
It was when it went to home video and went on HBO and stuff, and it was like constantly playing. It got a cult following.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
Showtime, and on like they showed it on like channel 3 and 9 or whatever during their Sunday night movies and stuff. Yeah, like
I mean, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that back then. He can stop.
Go ahead.
Back then, movies that didn't do well in theater, at minute they got TV releases, more people got
or
to see it.
went to VHS home rental. Yeah, that's an idea for a show. What movies didn't do well but got a cult following like later on because of VHS sales and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, we come up with ideas on the spot, people. Like we have a good 5 months worth of shows already set to this, so that just add to it.
I mean,
that's why I love this fucking show, dude. This reason I love this fucking show is like you guys just don't know in Discord. We could be talking like Ronan or AP or Campy be talking about like a movie or something. I'm like, hey, why don't we talk about this?
Well, I mean, that's how the show started in the first place. I don't know if we even mentioned it in the first episode or not, but like. The reason the show even started was because we're talking endlessly about all kinds of films, like action or horror or anything. Remember this? Remember watching this? Or you remember the way these actors were in music?
We sat in there in Discord and talked for 4 hours about movies.
Yep.
And that's why, like, even on the spot now, we're still coming up with plenty of ideas. That's why we started talking about we're doing parodies here, is because we were talking. Oh, why don't we have a discussion on like parody films? You guys remember like Don't Be a Menace, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, Airplane, all that stuff. Men in Tights.
We're manly men. We're men in tights.
Yes. Well, okay. Talk about Men in Tights. The reason why we got Men in Tights is because they were doing Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
That's right.
And Mel Brooks was like, you know what? So this was he literally filmed this movie like it was like a few months. It just took him a few months to create that masterpiece. And I remember when it came out, and I was like, dude, this is so fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, Mel Brooks peak Mel Brooks was late 80s, early 90s.
Slapstick. The slapstick in these movies are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Lend me your ears. That's disgusting.
and another good thing about it is like when you watch these movies, the cameos. Like famous actors.
Dom DeLuise,
yeah. It's like. Well, I know we're gonna talk about this later on. Like Loaded Weapon 1, it's like
really funny movie.
Oh
dude, you had two Star Trek alums fucking William Shatner,
And
Scotty. But then you also had Gyna, fucking Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg. Yep.
Best role that she ever did. She got killed. Just saying.
Not to mention, you also had like some interesting cameos of like familiar faces that are probably in other films. Like, you know, Denise Richards was in there as well too, and of course, who could forget Bruce Willis as John McClane, literally in there. that one was probably like the best cameo bit too.
Like,
that was probably the best.
I'm glad. Like, we're gonna go in this later, but like, I'm glad. Like, me and Phantom had seen this movie. AP and Ronan had not, and the giggles coming from them from seeing these jokes.
We had Jet come in and say, "I'm only gonna be here for a few minutes." He stayed for the whole fucking movie.
Stay for the whole movie.
I mean, just like the first 10 minutes where you have Emilio Estevez show up to the convenience store. The first 10 minutes, like that whole exactly that whole thing was just absolutely killing me throughout it. Now I had muted the mic, you know, so nobody had heard me, but I was dying of sheer laughter throughout that whole scene. It was only after it that I decided to turn off the mic because I needed to like show how much I was actually enjoying the whole thing. Hell, even Campy himself was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm unmuting myself. I want to hear everybody laugh.
Yeah. I mean, like, we can go ahead and talk about now. Like, it was, if you, we'll do the discussion now. So
yeah,
might as well.
Yeah. So it's fine to do it now. But like, you're right. Like, I was sitting there the first 2 or 3 jokes and not hearing y'all's reaction to the jokes. They were funny to me, but I had seen it, so I was like, I want y'all to unmute. I said it too in the Discord. I said, unmute yourself. If you giggle, fucking let the giggle out. And I feel like that made the movie so much better to hear everybody's reaction to it too.
Dude, it was a blast.
And literally, there's a scene where they're on the boat, and the dude, God, what's his name that was in that played
in the boat? You talking about John Lovitz?
Yeah, John Lovitz. Literally did a meta joke. It's like, you know, Charlie, like hitting how Charlie Sheen was doing the hot shots, and
you know, your brother,
doing It's kind of, and he's like, clip, blows him off the fucking thing.
Well, he's cutting a bomb, and the bomb has the guy. It's like this bomb has your name on it.
I got your name on it. But it's like,
dude, okay, that was a great moment in that movie.
Dude, it's like there's just so many like funny little quirks. It's like Scott is like, somebody needs to fix this cappuccino. I'm giving it all she got, Captain.
Yeah,
I love that.
Scotty, can you fix this cappuccino machine? And literally, Scotty pops up. I'm giving it all she got, Captain. I can't even watch. She's got to blow.
And Tim Curry. Tim Curry's
the
microfilm. I want the microfilm.
Girls.
I love the moment in the beginning of the movie where, like, after he kills the retired cop, he then looks at the blind person and says, "You saw nothing."
And he keeps asking her. While he shoots her, he asks her another question. Shoots her again. Asks her another question. Shoots her again.
Wait, park on 5th because that other shit will be far too full.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for the help.
And what was so good about this movie? They actually went around LA where they filmed Lethal Weapon, like the place like outside where the guys up on the building. That little building across there was where Riggs and Murtaugh get like rushed in there when that car tries to kill them, and they run into that building that was behind them. That was that building. The building that they went into that they had to climb where the informant was the building that the dude was standing on that was going to commit suicide in Lethal Weapon. There was a lot of places, even where the camper was on the beach was around the same area from the Lethal Weapon. I mean, for me, Loaded Weapon 1 is probably one of my favorite, next to Young Guns. And Young Guns 2, movie. Yeah. I mean, Free Jack is okay, and Repo Man, Repo Man is phenomenal. Maximum Overdrive is really good, but he literally acted his ass off in that fucking movie. He did. And just showed how funny he could be.
What are you doing? I'm doing one of those ass in the walking ass in the moonlight scenes.
You can tell
But
that
it's
fucking
like-
ass was fake as hell, and it was oiled up and shit, and
Yeah.
they gave him like a ripped back. He had. Did you guys notice he had a 6-pack on his back? Did you notice that his back had a 6-pack? It was
The
funny as
6-pack.
shit.
That's what I was gonna say.
So,
But
so he
this
had a
movie,
12-pack.
Yeah.
like movies now they do the like parody of a parody of a parody. Like every movie,
Mhm.
every parody movie now has
Oh,
been
dude.
the
Full House, I love that cameo.
Yep.
Doing a parody of 20 different movies, whereas this movie was one of them, like Hot
Mhm.
Shots, that had one movie and focused on it and just made jokes around all that. Like when he's shooting the fucking convenience store up at the beginning. It's
Right.
No.
just,
How
did I fire
meta? How meta?
127 shots
Dude,
or did I 228 on?
dude, the meta part where he
meta-
opens
yeah.
up the
Oh, the
book
magazines.
and all those damn
Oh.
things start falling
Yeah.
out of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
The advertisements and clips and stuff.
Yeah,
and
and
fucking
he's like,
sits
it's
there
up
and
to
like
his
20 of them.
fucking, it's up to his knees, and he walks out of it.
Yeah.
But then it's like him talking about, like, he's talking about the love of his life, and it was a fucking
Yo, Lex.
dog.
Yep.
You know,
Like they
That
take
was
the,
hilarious.
They take
What's
the
up,
I
Lex?
can't remember Mel Gibson's wife's name in the movie, but they take that and make it into a dog instead of a woman.
Mhm.
And they play it so straight. Like I love Samuel L. Jackson, but the fact he didn't use MFer in this whole movie was
Mhm.
just shows you that
Dude.
you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. You expect it
Mhm.
now, but in this movie, he was just so funny and everything.
Well, this
I
was
love the
like
moment.
early.
I
Shoot
love that
him,
moment.
shoot him,
Hold on,
shoot
hold
him,
on. I love
Yeah.
the moment in I love the moment
that
when
whole bit
he's
has to be.
following the girl. When he's
Yeah.
following the girl, and he just like just has a dumb grin on his face the
Yeah,
entire time.
yeah. But that whole bit where like every time he's got the gun and he's just like tweaking and it's like every time I'm seeing that, I'm like absolutely dying that
That's
I'm
a
seeing this.
bro,
you know,
movie.
you know
like
that
this,
is right.
Like,
You know that is that's an homage from his character from Coming to America when he's the tweaker.
oh,
robbing
okay,
the
okay.
restaurant.
Okay, I see it. No, because it's hilarious. Because most of the films nowadays, when you see Sam Jackson, he's like playing super serious to a point where it is
Mhm.
comedic, but
Yeah.
like again, he like keeps it as a straight man of sorts.
Oh,
but in this
he's-
film,
He's
like-
a great comedian, dude.
Oh,
Like,
no,
if you-
I see it.
If
Yeah.
you
Well,
like,
this
if you
is-
I
like,
agree.
you like him in this, you ought to. Phantom will back me up on this. You need to go watch Amos and Andrew. He
Yes.
and Nicolas Cage is hilarious.
Ooh,
So I
Nick
gotta
Cage in
ask,
it. Okay,
Do
okay.
you think he could pull off like pretty much be an equivalent of the modern day Leslie Nielsen?
Yes.
I think he could.
If
I
he
think
wanted
he,
to, yes.
if
He's-
Leslie
I
Nielsen
think
did,
he's up
if,
there in age, so he
if
could.
Leslie Nielsen hadn't done the Naked Gun, I feel like Sam Jackson would have been a great get to do that.
Well, you got
Well,
also
yeah,
got
I
to
agree.
remember Leslie Nielsen was known for his like Forbidden Planet.
Deadpan.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Deadpan.
Yes.
Like Forbidden,
Mhm.
like the first movie I ever seen him in, Forbidden Planet. I'm like, my mom's like, you know that's Frank Drebin, and I had to go back and watch it again, and then rewatch The Naked Gun. I'm like, no shit. And then I went back and watched his stuff on, Rockford Files and Columbo, and like,
And how serious he was. You did like, yeah,
yes,
he after the Naked Gun
Naked-
and after
no,
Airplane.
no. After
Oh my
it's
God.
after
Well, no.
Airplane.
I
that's what I'm
love
saying.
that
After
scene.
after those two,
Yeah.
those two.
I love
movies,
that scene, Cole
That was
Hauser.
funny too. Yeah. Well,
Which one is that?
well, in terms of like serious roles too, not to get super off
Oh,
topic,
yeah.
but the Creep Show, the one segment in Creep Show that Leslie
Mhm.
Nielsen was in, like that
Yep.
was the one time that I saw, holy shit, he could actually
Mhm.
do serious, sinister roles. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Go, hey, Campion, one night we gotta watch Forbidden Planet. We got to. One
I'm
night.
down.
Well, okay. Do
We
we another idea thrown on the spot? Have we already set something up for like 50s B movies or
No, we have
all that
not.
kind of?
No, we have not.
Well,
Ooh,
Forbidden
that'd be good.
Planet should be one of those films for that.
Yes,
Just
Forbidden
saying.
Planet.
Well,
Probably one of the greatest B sci-fi movies of all fucking time.
I mean, if you want
One
a
of the
sinister Leslie Nielsen, and not many people will back me up on this just because it's a comedic role, but it's also more sinister. Surf Ninjas. Him
Yes.
as the evil
Oh,
villain. in
Yes.
Surf
okay.
Ninjas.
Interesting.
No,
He's the bad guy in
Because
Surf Ninjas.
he's like a parody of fucking Darth Vader at the same fucking time.
Yep.
He literally, if he gets wet, his fucking bionic
Well,
arm, he
hey,
starts doing the Nazi
he's
salute
a
and all
he's
kinds of
white-
shit.
he's
he's a
Hilarious.
white shonen. He's a white shonen,
White
and
shonen.
he's going to take over this place. And something. I think they do it at the beginning of the movie. He gets stepped on by an elephant, and basically half his body and half his head are now mechanical, like robot stuff. So if he gets wet, his shit starts going haywire. But he plays a sinister Roe.
Yeah. It's goofy. It's goofy, scary.
It's goofy sinister. It's goofy sinister. Yeah. But that right there,
if you really think about it, it's Dracula turned to 11. If you think about it, his role is Dracula Dead and Loving It parody of the original Boris Karloff's Dracula, 100%. Leslie Nielsen plays Dracula. Probably another good Mel Brooks parody movie. And that came out, I believe that came out around the same time as Twilight, if I'm correct. I might be wrong. Or it was some vampire series that it was going head to head with.
Oh, Interview.
Yeah.
Oh, Interview with the Vampire. Okay.
Yeah. It came out at the same time Interview did, like a 92, 93.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, it's like we'll go back to like the movie. It's like there was so many little like quips, little things in the background and everything. Like the girl being the, I don't want to say ugly girl because I don't want to be mean, but like when she flips her hair down, it goes back and it's Kathy Ireland.
Yeah.
And he just looks at her and goes, "You should always wear your hair down."
Hey, that's definitely something Irish I like to fuck. What?
Yeah. What? Whoa. No.
Hey, who didn't have a Kathy Ireland fucking swimsuit when she was on Sports Illustrated?
I had the poster as a kid. The gold outfit with the dang where she's spread out.
Dude, I had the white outfit. The
movie was. So going back to the movie, like there were so many things that made me laugh in it. Like I was expecting maybe a few laughs and all that, but dude, I was laughing throughout the entire fucking movie.
You know what surprised the hell out of me?
I loved it, dude.
Leslie Nielsen did not do a cameo in the fucking movie. That surprised the hell out of me. The king of the spoof movies was not in this movie. Dude, they would have had him as Frank Drebin for a few seconds. That would have been fucking hilarious.
This is around the time when they were doing the others. Like, let's be honest, Loaded Weapon 1, however much we love this movie, it did not do well in theaters, and it didn't really do. It didn't have the budget, so maybe Leslie was off doing. He might have been off doing. This was around 91, 92, so he might have been out doing one of the other movies. He might have been doing Spy Hard, might have been doing Wrongfully Accused, might have been. He was probably already working on his parodies at that point. But like. But let's bring it to the main thing. The cameo of Bruce Willis. Like you've seen it in Lethal Weapon. You've seen it every time they shoot up his trailer, shoot it up and just destroy it. And you see a white flag come up, and you're thinking, "Oh, okay." And you're thinking you're gonna see Emilio Estevez pop up, and what do we get?
The thing was, you thought
perfect cameo.
You thought it was Bruce Willis. It was regular Bruce Willis. I'm like, no, that's John McClane. That's John McClane.
Yeah, he had the white shirt and everything. Yeah, he's like, It's like, is this 3-2 Ocean Drive? No, this is 82 Drive.
Yeah, dude.
Our bad. No problem.
The cameos were like some of the best parts about the movie. Like, oh man, like again, you guys mentioned Scotty earlier. That was just perfect. It was just, and he's muted. Good point, Ronan.
Shut the fuck up. I just found out I'm muted. But half off topic, a little on topic. I realize now why it is that Kathy Ireland looks so familiar, because I remember Kathy Ireland's cardboard cutout in Family Guy and the obsession that Peter had with it. Oh my god!
You know what my favorite parody scene in that whole movie was when they were doing Basic Instinct. That was the funniest fucking
the sheer buildup of that scene where you're thinking she's turning around, she might be the leg,
the gratuitous beaver
shot, and it's a literal fucking beaver.
Yeah, that was.
And then at the end of the movie, I remember Ronan saying this. They're in the car and Bohemian Rhapsody starts playing. Then all of a sudden, John Lovitz pulls up the fucking beaver, and you can hear Ronan.
Yeah.
He's got the beaver. He's got the beaver.
And the beaver was the smoking too.
Like,
and it was just
smoking,
perfect.
The dog had just vanished, and all that was left there was
Well,
the
no.
beaver.
If
I'm like,
you
what?
look at the end, the dog's behind the beaver. The dog's behind the beaver. But yeah, it's like I got it here. Like the cameos, you got like Kathy Ireland, John Lovitz, William Shatner, Tim Curry, Denise Richards, Dr. Joyce Brothers. She was the coroner there. She's like, well, he took the chicken shit way out. You didn't see that back then.
Stepped the fucking on the hand and crushed the fucking hand open.
Yeah.
Bill Nunn was the other the other cop that was with Luger. James Doohan. That's who it is. That's Scotty's name. James Doohan.
Yes, Scotty. Yeah.
F. Murray Abraham as Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, dude, that was great.
Yep.
I love that scene where he's in there and he goes, boom,
Yeah.
full on face plant. Just
And the thing was, he didn't even eat people. It was about pastries. I'm like, what the?
Yeah. And he sits there and goes, he goes like, you have a daughter.
I love
you
that.
have
I
a
love
wife,
that line.
you're this, you have a boat. And he goes, how do you know all that? I saw the picture in your wallet.
Yeah.
He's like, he gets defensive and then he says, I saw the picture of your wife.
But you know what's cool though?
Like,
The boat line paid off later on in the movie when fucking what's his name goes to the boat and there's that bomb
Yep,
on the
he goes
boat.
to his boat. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
I mean, you had Dennis Leary, you had Richard Moe, Bull from Not Court
Dude.
in there as the guard. Stay to the right,
Dude. Yeah, dude. I love that moment. And going back to that boat scene when he was diffusing, he cuts the first wire, he shuts off the power, and it cuts off the second wire, it cuts the power
whole
to
city,
the whole city, and then he just picks it up, throws it, and then boom, and then a bunch of
And then all the snorkelers are coming up.
Yeah.
Here's one visual gag that I remember that I actually consider to be absolutely hilarious. When Luger and Colt are driving in the car, right? And they say that they're being pursued. And the two dudes are literally in the car. It's
In
like,
the
no,
back
don't
seat.
look back. Okay, I'm gonna figure something out and try and get.
No. He goes, I'm gonna try to lose him.
lose
And he
I'm gonna try to
spins
lose
the
them.
car.
Spins the car, and they're
Yeah,
just gone
dude.
for the back seat.
It's fucking great, dude.
Nah,
Good
okay,
driving, Luger.
so-
Yeah.
going back to what AP said about him throwing the bomb into the water.
Yeah.
So the guys, the snorkelers, are the guys that were supposed to be on the crew that was doing the filming in the water, looking up at the boat. So that was supposed to be the homage to the film crew in the fucking water. Because if you notice that they're holding a camera, so they are holding the camera.
I forgot they're holding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you also have the cops, like literally as they're coming up to the building, you have Corey Feldman shooting, you have Phil Hartman, like it's like, you think you're funny? That's yeah, make me laugh.
Dude,
He goes over there,
punching
and does a little
John
skit.
from
comedy
fucking
bit, yeah.
Chips.
And I was about to bring out, and as they get in the building, you literally get a Chips cameo of a gunshot.
Dude, that
Mhm.
Chips cameo,
And
man.
fucking
That
Punch
that was
guy is sitting on his fucking motorcycle. How the
Yeah.
fuck did he get it up the goddamn stairs?
Oh, another tiny gag there too. Like when they're going up the stairs to get to the next room, just to meet
Oh,
John
the-
Lovitz's character. You have
yeah.
the one guy, right? Who's like, "Hey, stop running," and he
Guy's
just
running, and
walks,
he's like, "Hey, you, slow it down." And the
slow
guy
it down, and he just walks like.
and then they go up to the FBI floor, and then it's that was
Oh,
it's a
man.
brilliant comedy movie. It's
they
a laugh from beginning to the end, dude.
A lot of
I
it-
have used, and everybody here knows I'm kind of a grammar Nazi because my dad was an English professor. But it's like
Mm.
I've used that line as nothing. The word is nothing. It's ing.
Yes.
I've used that
nothing.
so many times.
I ain't know nothing. I ain't know
See
nothing. It's
I don't
nothing.
know nothing. I-
Stop
it's
using double
nothing.
negative.
Nothing.
Probably one of my other favorite scenes is when Colt goes into the cookie factory, and the fucking Tim Curry sitting up there. I have been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you, and he's literally sitting there with a fucking food and a TV.
TV.
And they start fighting, and he falls off of the thing, and you
Yep.
got the outline on the ground, and he slides over to it.
Scoots over to the outline.
I also going back to like the more beginning of the movie when they get partnered up and all that, and then that woman walks up, is like, he's unstable, he's trigger happy and all that. He goes like, you have
No.
that.
He's
said
most
that.
of all,
He's
he's
like-
gun happy. What
Yeah.
makes you get away with saying that?
And it's like,
No.
yeah,
After that-
Funniest gag is when they run out of the fucking trailer and they're wearing each other's clothes.
Yes.
Oh,
That was great. Yeah, that was great.
What do you know about her? I know she wears a size 8 pumps.
I do.
Like it's so many gags. Like each one is just one after the other, and it's so it reminds me.
It starts immediately. It doesn't like build up to it. It's like bam, like in the freaking like
convenience store,
the convenience store, and you get the 3 freaking the stereotypical fucking Indians and
the security cameras. The security camera scene.
Yes, all them picking up and just looking at him while he's looking at the magazine. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then as soon as he looks at them, they look away like
I also love when the drop down. It wasn't a hot woman. It was a fucking nice rifle.
Like a sniper rifle.
It was a Barrett 50 cal dude that just shows up right there.
Well, I mean, we all know who that's a parody of. That's ABF when he looks at guns.
He doesn't have to look at it. He's got his friggin' wall. He can just.
Yeah, he just.
I mean, don't like William Shatner as a villain. He did a great job too. Like,
it was great.
Biting
his
the damn,
overacting was so good.
Yeah, biting the dead piranha.
For the longest time, I was kind of like trying to deny before my eyes that was William Shatner. I was like, "There's no way that's fucking Shatner. It's got to be an actor they hire that looks similar to Shatner."
Dude,
but it was.
He was in Airplane 2. He was in Airplane 2.
No, I know he's funny as hell, Shatner as well. But it's just like surprising to me how well his comedic angle is. Then again, I remember every time he speaks on Twitter, a lot of the shit that he says is pretty hilarious. So I'll give him that too.
No, like another scene.
At cons, he's an asshole, but everywhere else, he seems to be nice.
Hey, like another funny scine, the shameless product placing for fucking
Head and Shoulders. Yeah. No, Cole Hauser in the chat was bringing that up too. Yeah. The guy said,
so the guy
that means it's working.
So the dude that was with him that was like using the shampoo and stuff, he played Proctor in the Police Academy movies. So this was his first ride. I mean, so he played. I think this is the role that got him the Police Academy movies. If I'm right,
which are great movies.
Oh no. He was Proctor was in Police Academy before this. This was after 3.
So he got that.
Yeah. So this was after 3. The guy that played Proctor, he was the one that's like Head and Shoulders, boss. And then the fucking athlete's foot. The foot birdie. It's like it's birdie's sensation. It's because your foot's on fire, you idiot.
Now, like one of my other favorite parts is when Colt's trying to get the Colt's trying to get the ring out of, and it's a fucking helicopter on a ring, very unique ring, and he's like he can't get it out, and he asks the cop to come over there. He puts his hand in there, and you can see him go fighting in the background. And he's like,
as soon as you're leaving, because
he calls the other cop over. He calls, hey, can you help me a minute?
And as soon as he gets the ring and he leaves with Luger, he's like, thanks for the help, Lefty. It's like, okay, he fed him his hand. That hand's gone now.
and then right there, you get another joke. The damn bombing of the Luger's car. Then they're going to get a taxi, bomb the other taxi. It's like it'll take more than a couple of car bombs. Not a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, it's like no.
Dude, but still that scene when they walk into Wilderness Girls, and he thought it's the girl from his high school or school, whatever. He's like, no.
Yeah. Is that Sandy? The bucktooth, what they call it?
Freckle face,
freckle face,
pigtail girl, and she literally has pigtails, freckles, and buck teeth.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, we said this earlier, but Samuel Jackson's fucking goofy ass fucking look when he was like walking behind her.
Yeah, he stared at her ass. He was like, ooh.
There was another thing I remembered too, real quick.
Why are you giving Ronan so much benefit?
Was like after they leave the big mansion right after the taxi bombings and whatnot.
Oh
like,
man.
They're trying to figure out, okay, what happened to McCracken's body? Because fucking Dennis Leary wasn't there anymore, right? Then you finally see Dennis Leary was being buried.
His dog was burying the body. His dog was burying the body. Just little things in that movie, like showing the badge to the girl, and it flips out, and you hear "ah!"
Yep.
You think it's just
a throwaway pinch of the wall like a ninja star's hooked.
You think it's just a throwaway gag, and then 3 seconds later, he just walks up. The guy sitting against the wall, he just pulls it out of his arm.
Yep. Okay.
No, no,
like
no.
This is a movie you have to watch multiple times
dude.
because
and
like,
with
there's so many
and with
things you'll
friends
miss.
and with
Mhm.
friends.
Dude,
Yes.
the funny part is when he's going by the book and he has the flashback of the old woman walking across. He's the crossing guard.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. He's
And
like,
she
I
gets hit,
can't
he's
believe it. The
And he's like, "Do you remember
doing the
this?" And
visuals
he's
bit.
got the fucking crushed fucking wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't forget this, and throws in the
Yeah.
He's like, I can't believe it. I didn't follow the rules this one time, and I
Oh
messed
no!
up terribly.
Yeah. Oh
Now,
no!
from now
This
on,
is the
I'm
first time.
yep.
The funny part is like when they're walking out and they shoot the gas tank up and the dude falls into it. And he's like, "Yeah, those cigarettes gonna kill you." He throws it down, and the fucking place starts blowing up, and fucking fireworks going off.
And
It's
then
like,
you
oh,
literally
it's
like
things
time
will
for
kill
the
you.
fireworks, and there's literal
Like,
fireworks shooting up
yeah,
in the sky.
you missed the fireworks. It's like, no, I didn't.
And then Kathy
Oh.
Ireland gets shot, and he's like, "Kiss me, Co." Bleh, bleh.
But
blood
the
all over her cheek.
the most memorable cameo was the chief of police because he played the
Oh,
same
yes.
role in Last Action Hero.
Yep.
The
Yes.
same fucking role.
The other little gag too, where like Kathy Ireland's character is dying, right? And she's like, I'm so cold. It's like you see two ice bags
Yes.
on her fucking legs.
That's much
Just-
better.
Just all these
Yeah.
visual gags that just show up in these films is just top-notch stuff, dude. It's
The
amazing.
Again.
the scar scene where they're doing scars and she
Oh,
just
yeah.
placed the head. She placed it in her head.
Yes.
plate in her head.
Yeah, dude. The one scene that that we haven't talked about yet is when he goes to his like little small freaking motorhome and it's like, oh, you small, opens it, it's
Oh,
a big
it's a
lavish
big
house.
house.
I
Apartment,
I
like-
painted
yeah.
I painted in light colors
I like
to make
colors.
it look
Yeah, I
smaller.
just use light colors. Like so many little gags in that thing. Like
Dude.
Co-Hauser
Campy,
said,
you've
Co-Hauser
got
said
one.
in the chat, the damn where he's talking about Claire was the one that lived on the edge, and it's her with the damn lighter fluid.
Yeah.
The damn,
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, Campy, you've got one of the most memorable things when he pulls the gun out. It sounds like a shotgun.
Oh
Yes,
yeah. Every time he pulls out a handgun, you hear. When he
Yeah.
pulls out the handgun.
Every time
Oh,
he pulled out the
man.
gun, it was the shotgun sound. It was perfect, dude. This movie was
This is
you don't get this a lot.
This is
nowadays.
like not many people talk about this one, but this is like I don't give 10s a lot, and I'm not going to now, but this is so close. This is so close to a 10 for me that I can't think of anything that I would really change or want different. Like it's 9.95 for me. Like this is one of the best parodies. Like I might laugh a little more or enjoy others more, but this one just the gags from beginning to end.
Mhm.
Technically, is this the last National Lampoon movie ever made?
No, it's not.
Mm.
It's one of it's the last one that was profitable on video, but it wasn't the last one.
That's what I would say. It's one of the last profitable ones that probably got theatrical releases because a lot of the other National Lampoon films, from what I remember, like the ones that came out in the 2000s, they seem more like straight to video kind of stuff. And National Lampoon has like a brand, right? I was going to mention Van Wilder. I know that's the one with Ryan Reynolds, I believe, but
their last one was Vacation in 2015.
Well, that's the one that just came out as Vacation. I remember that
Yeah,
one. They didn't have the
well,
National
they
Lampoon.
produced it. They produced
Oh,
it.
okay, so it was them.
Well,
Okay.
they had the rights. Yeah,
Okay.
but God, that was a. God,
So it was like a remake, basically, but
Yeah.
God awful.
Yeah, the National Lampoon movies were, let's see, numbers. This is the fifth one out of 9 that they did.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
their first one was
Vacation, wasn't it?
No, it was
Or was it?
It was
Animal
before
House.
that.
Oh, that's
Animal
right.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animal House was the first one. Yeah.
Which
And then-
technically, Animal House is a parody of fucking school movies.
And then Kentucky Fried Movie,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
which I think we're coming up on the list. So, okay, so I gave it a 9.95. The only reason I won't give it a 10 is because I feel like if you're not watching it with somebody new, like if you're just going back and watching it by yourself, if you've not put some years between, you don't remember all the jokes and they're not going to be as funny to you. That's the only reason I
Yeah.
don't put it as a 10.
That's right.
Like, whereas I can go back and watch Spaceballs 1,000 times, but this is still funny. But I feel like once you've seen it once, if you don't give time between, if you try to watch it like 6 months from now, it's not going to be as funny as it was then.
Dude, I give it a 10 out of 10 because they killed Whoopi Goldberg off in the first part of it.
Me, I'd put it as like a solid 9 out of 10 myself. I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
I'd say that's fair. No, I'd say nine and a half for me.
Like 6 months down the line, I probably would want to watch it again because it does seem funny. It's one of those like parody films that I actually would want to watch over some of the later scary movie films. Definitely over the quote unquote movie parody films that came out.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It, like maybe if I can't believe I might be admitting this, but maybe if I see something like Spaceballs, then I'll probably watch Spaceballs over this one as well too. But until that day comes, Loaded
Wait.
Weapon.
Wait. Did you just tell me you haven't seen Spaceballs? Oh my god, dude!
Son of a bitch.
What?
Ronan, I've seen Spaceballs probably like 100 times now.
Even Isaac has seen Spaceballs.
I've seen Spaceballs probably 1,000 times,
dude. For real, same.
I've never had a chance to watch.
Wait a minute. Isaac does not like Spaceballs.
He
doesn't like
he admitted
it.
Damn, bro, come on.
Hey, you can't say that. At least he's seen it.
Yeah.
Wow. You haven't seen Spaceballs. That's definitely one we gotta watch in Discord.
I've seen
we have to watch it now. We have to.
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you've seen Robin Hood Men in Tassel, right?
Jesus, Ebola. What?
You've seen Robin Hood Men in Tassel, right?
Yes, I have. That I've seen.
Hey,
yes.
Okay, hold on a second. Ebola. Make fucking Ronan a French commie faggot, okay?
Oh God.
Jesus. Why's it gotta be French?
Well, you want him to be an Irish
he could be a commie faggot. I'm just trying to play that up. Anyway,
just turn me Venezuelan. That'll be the biggest
Ebola
for me.
was like, I'm on it.
So we all enjoyed this movie. We all had fun with it.
Yes.
We're gonna go on with some things. So that's our review. Now we've seen that as a parody. What makes the difference between a parody and, you brought this up earlier, Phantom, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? What makes it a parody versus an homage or a tribute to those 50s like monster movies? What makes a movie a parody versus a homage versus a tribute? Or like what are your thoughts on that?
So for me, a parody, they take a movie and they put slapstick, they put jokes, they put like they tweak it a little bit, change the names up, but the core of the movie is similar to the movie that they're parodying. Like Loaded Weapon, it's a parody off of Lethal Weapon, and you had to like Mil Estevez was clearly stand-in for Riggs, and Samuel Jackson was Murtaugh. They have the same elements, but it's more in a comedic fashion. Now, like if you take a movie, say like you're rebooting a movie, say like prime example, we can talk about like I think about it for a minute because there's so many movies.
Are you talking about
Evil
like
Dead.
genre? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's say like Evil Dead. So they did like when they made like the Evil Dead like a few years ago, they changed Ash into a female, but that was more of a reboot of the franchise.
Of the original. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you would call that you'd call that more a tribute to the original than you would be a parody.
Yes.
I mean, I agree with you. Go ahead.
A parody is to spoof. And that's like you look at Hot Shots. Hot Shots, the first movie, was a spoof movie of fucking Top Gun. And then the second movie, Hot Shots Part 2, was a spoof of fucking Rambo 3. A little bit of Rambo 3 mixed in with Rambo 2. So, to me, if you get similar actors, and you're literally just making fun of the movie that you're parodying. That's a parody movie.
Okay, so in your eyes, it's making fun of one original movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all agree with that? Like,
I mean,
I can see it as well too. So like, all right, in terms of like what would make something a parody or an homage, let's take a movie like Monster Squad, for example, right?
mhm.
Where you're combining all of the different Universal monsters together, but they're
Wolfman's got
playing
nards.
yeah, some little like comedic elements in there, but it's definitely
Is
like
she
an
a
action
question?
horror. They got like action horror elements in that film, and they play the monsters fairly straight. So it's definitely a tribute to all of the classic Universal monsters.
Well, it's the same thing with was it Transylvania 6000? What is it?
Transylvania 65000.
65000.
That one is actually, interestingly enough, would be like a nice cross between parody and tribute, because the monsters are there, but there is a lot of slapstick in it. There's a lot of comedy in it as well. I would put it as like a nice blend between the two, because it's treating the monsters with some respect, but they're also still throwing some gags in there. So I can see it. I can see it as that. And then of course you got something, outside of course like horror films in like science fiction. You got stuff like the Orville. The Orville, it was clearly designed to sort of act like a parody initially of Star Trek. But then as the show went on, it became,
it was beloved.
Yes, a beloved homage of Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek. People look at that one a lot more than they do at Star Trek. People look at that one a lot more than like modern day Star Trek. People like that one a whole ton
compared to what we've got since Discovery. It's so night and day.
Yeah.
Well, also if you like one nowadays, like one of the biggest like studios that do parodies is the Asylum. If they're going to throw out a movie like the Avengers, they did the one where it was, instead of it being superheroes, it was characters from
classical fairy tales, if I remember right.
Yeah, stuff like that. And you had the Transformers and Transmorphers. I would call that.
I want to put that one in the fourth category of, and I imagine you're going to say this can't be a ripoffs. I would put that in the fourth category of ripoffs. So it's like they're trying to capture the
but they are
the success of those.
A ripoff parody. It's a ripoff parody.
I mean, I suppose, but like it's kind of like how you said it earlier. Parodies are made with like the explicit purpose of trying to be comedic, trying to be funny,
of the love for the original as well as that. Yeah,
right. Because you watch Loaded Weapon 1, and clearly it's ripping on like things like Lethal Weapon. It's ripping on things like Die Hard. Yeah, ripping on all kinds of different buddy cop movies. But it's doing it in a, and I kind of wanted to bring this up too earlier. It's doing it in a way where it knows it's making fun of it, but it's making fun of it in a very endearing way, because it obviously respects those kinds of films. That's why they want to poke fun at it, because they like these films. They absolutely enjoyed watching them. They, some of them enjoyed probably making them. So that's why they wanted to make something that would be comedic in this.
Loving the Lethal Weapon movies is what led me to Loaded Weapon 1.
Exactly.
And also, if you look at it, it's like they were trying not to be serious, but taking it serious.
Yeah, exactly. Time. So then when you get the films from the Asylum, where they're trying to make Avengers style films, but with like different characters from other
it's a money grab.
Genres, it's more so a money grab. That's why it looks more like a ripoff, because they're trying to capture the success that's immediately coming from this for themselves, with little to no success, obviously.
Well, that's why I brought up AP bring up the document or whatever. Like that's why I brought this up is like Google. I asked Google. I said, "What's the difference between a parody and an homage?" And this gave me this. And there's some things I really agree with, and some I don't. Sorry, but the primary difference between a parody and an homage lies in intent. A parody mocks or criticizes the original work for comedic effort, while an homage respects, honors, and pays tribute to the source material. And that's where homage, like I think, comes in. Is like, we had very similar movies. Like you have Rush Hour could be an homage to Lethal Weapon, if you want to even go that. Like it's comedic, but like there's ones that like do take the genre, or like Evil Dead was a horror, but it became horror comedy. And I think that's where the line is for me on that, is the fact that if it's affecting a certain movie or talking about a certain movie, I feel like that's more a parody than if they were talking about an entire genre. Like, it says here, parody, purpose, humor, satire, critique, or mockery, whereas homage is purpose to show respect, admiration, and gratitude towards previous work. So one is to poke fun. The other is to show how much you love these movies. Going back to like a perfect homage to me is the Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz. Those were homages to the zombie genre for Shaun of the Dead, and
The buddy cop.
Hot Fuzz was the buddy cop movie. I mean, they even played it
Well,
up
also
in that, like Bad Boys 2 versus
at World's End
Point
was
Break.
kind of an homage on post-apocalyptic stuff.
And Alien.
I gotta.
Invasion.
I don't mean to be a grammar Nazi here, but like the World's End, not at World's End, because you're confusing it with Pirates of the Caribbean. But
yeah, you're right.
Go ahead,
right,
continue.
I don't have a problem with that. So I'm with you, Ronan. But,
no,
but
I agree. Honestly, I mix them up sometimes. So,
but it shows like the key difference, subjectivity. It's like the line between them is often in the eye of the beholder, as a parody can still contain love for the original. So that's what Phantom's talking about. Like the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, I don't really think is a parody. I think it's a homage to the original, like 40s and 50s monster movies, the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, stuff like that. Whereas to him, it is a parody, and that's what I'm talking about. Is like, I feel like there's there's a few movies you obviously like, Hot Shots and Loaded Weapon. There's obviously movies that kind of split that kind of have that genre, but then there's also the ones where you could call it a parody. I mean, I'm gonna give this example, like Wet Hot American Summer. This right here is not considered, a lot of people don't consider it a parody movie, but it's a parody of movies like all those camper type movies back in the 70s and 80s. And this came out in 92, and it's like stuff like this that you don't see anymore.
That, I mean, it's like Meatballs. It can be a parody of Meatballs.
This is basically a parody of Meatballs. That's what that's one of the ones that brought up. It's like, but that's what I mean. It's like it's a parody, but it's more like you could also consider an homage because it doesn't talk about meatballs at all in it, but they're that aspects of it. I mean, y'all see this.
I agree with most of this, and I'm with you on it. I mean, like for me, it's like when you okay, prime example. Let's was it Meet the Spartans? Meet the Spartans was a parody of 300.
100% parody.
And it's like you take us like 300 was a serious movie. And then they literally put the comedic stuff, but they hold the tone of the movie, the fighting Xerxes and all that, and they just add the comedic flair to it. You also could do that with Scary Movie, because literally Scary Movie 2 was a parody off of the movie with Leslie Nielsen about the haunted house around the same time. I can't remember. It's the one where the ghost is in the house, and and it's like the girl ends up being like his granddaughter or something, and the house is alive. The house is alive, and I can't think of somebody. The co-house would probably know this.
Monster House.
Monster House. That's an anime.
No. So it's live action. Leslie.
But I mean, they'll go to the question
here.
This will go to the question I'm asking then. Like parodies of old movies, like you got the Young Frankenstein, the Airplane, the Hot Shots versus 2000s, the movie, epic movies, Meet the Spartans, superhero movie, Stan Helsing. Like, what are your thoughts on a epic movie? What are your date movie? What are your thoughts of the original parodies versus the newer parodies we got over the they ain't newer anymore, but the newer 2000s parodies?
For me, I think the newer parody movies were more cash grab because they, it was at the end of their life cycle with the epic movie series. I mean, literally the genre started falling off because of Scary Movie.
I disagree. I think
Scary Movie. It fell off after Scary Movie.
A good parody that we haven't talked about yet is Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
That's right.
I would consider that more. I would consider it more an homage, a tribute.
But it classifies as a parody. Like they've classified it as a parody.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like subjective.
Okay.
But
great freaking movie.
yeah, it is a really funny movie, and I like brilliant, like playing on the fact that like everyone thinks that they're Tucker and Dale are the
killers,
the actual
yeah.
killers,
But
and
the whole time,
college,
the college kids are getting themselves killed, even though Tucker and
Yeah.
Dale are just like wondering, like, what's going on with these suicidal dumb kids? Ooh, maybe not a word to say on YouTube, but it's already out there.
Sewer slide.
Sewer slide. But I would say, like, for me, a lot of those like movies that came out, I have very mixed feelings on them. So like Meet the Spartans is one that came out after like the big craze of scary movie that I actually do like, especially the unrated version. Meet the Spartans is hilarious. But then you also have films like superhero movie, like what Kohauser mentioned. That one I like mainly for two reasons, because you have Leslie Nielsen playing the
Uncle
the
Ben
parody
type.
of Uncle Ben character.
Yeah.
And then you got Drake Bell playing the Spider-Man type character, which is kind of fun. He's playing the Dragonfly, but it's supposed to be a stand-in for Spider-Man. But it's funny because years later, he ends up actually voicing Peter Parker / Spider-Man in an animated Spider-Man cartoon, which is pretty cool. Who else? God, who else is in? What's the actor's name that plays Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore? Because he's in there as the bad guy as well.
Oh, Christopher.
The Hourglass.
Yeah,
the Hourglass.
So he's good in that role as well too. Like, I enjoy it mainly because I have a friend who's a huge Spider-Man fan, and like when he watched this, he also, he's also kind of a Drake Bell fan as well too. He got me to watch the film and was like, all right, I kind of enjoy it. I think it's pretty good. But
also it was a parody off of X-Men too.
Christopher McDonald.
Oh
yeah.
And it is also it's a parody of like all kinds of superhero
It's
films.
a parody
of
Well, that's where I was
Super-
going. In the originals, like the originals from the 80s and early 90s and maybe even 70s, you got where they would focus on one movie. Like Airplane was about airport, and the jokes would be involved in that world. Whereas the movies now, it seems like it's more
They're throwing everything at once.
Yeah,
right?
it's a TikTok type movie. Whereas like here's a joke, like Meet the Spartans. I think Meet the Spartans hilarious. I love Meet the Spartans, but like it has a Paris Hilton joke. It has the leave Britney alone thing in the chest thing.
It's it's relevant at the time, world event stuff.
Yeah,
like, not even that. Like they brought in Rocky. Rocky was the big battle rock they bring in. It's like it's just random. It's like you said, Phantom, random shit just thrown at the wall.
And then you had the part where Xerxes transforms into fucking
Megatron, but they call it Xerxes-tron.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then Leonidas does the GTA bit.
Yeah,
and it's like,
hello Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I fucking love the movie, but I mean, it's like compare to like Airplane and Loaded Weapon.
Well,
it doesn't have the replay value.
I mean, like it's comparing apples to oranges, because you got to consider it like this: Airplane, Spaceballs, hell, even Loaded Weapon 1 I would put up there too. A lot of these kinds of films are like high quality parody films. I like, if that's even a way to sort of describe it, but it's like having a 5-course meal watching those films. If you're watching something like Meet the Spartans, it's like going to a McDonald's 20
piece nugget.
Like going to McDonald's.
Comfort food that's easily digestible.
Right, exactly. But like you can still enjoy it, even though it's something that was made with some form of low quality to it. Now, compare Meet the Spartans, and it could be subjective, but compare it with things like Epic Movie or Date Movie, Disaster Movie, things like that. That stuff's like bottom of the barrel, genuine fucking trash. Like,
that's where it fell off.
So like for one example, like Epic Movie, I tried watching it just mainly because what's his name? Not Craig Ferguson. God, what's that one actor's name? Oh God,
from what?
He's the Epic Movie. It's the guy that basically supposed to play Aslan and whatnot, but I can't. He's funny. I keep mixing his name up.
Fred. Fuck. I know you're talking about Fred
Willard.
Fred Willard, yes.
Fred Willard. Fred Willard.
Aslo. He plays Aslo. Fred Willard.
Aslo. That's funny. Fred Willard, yes, because I remember this guy in like a bunch of other like films as well too. Like he's interesting showing up in Wall-E. He shows up in like in How High, which is a nice stoner movie as well too. But anyways, like he's the only saving grace I would say for me in that film, because everything else is just trash in that.
You
movie.
have
like, I really don't care
you have
much for it.
Kardashian fucking jokes in it.
I disagree. One other thing got it for me, and it's the Stifler's mom as the White Witch. I thought she.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? That's true too. I thought she was kind of all right in it.
But you're right. Like it was like it's not really a parody. They have the movie as the background, but then here's different parodies of what's going on in the world going through the movie.
The whole TikTok kind of thing where they're trying to throw everything on the wall, see if the jokes land.
Like
which
I love Allison
don't.
Hannigan. I love Allison Hannigan, and I enjoyed Date movie for the first time I saw it. But it's just like after watching it again, it's like it was crap. But I like Allison Hannigan, and they had a Pimp Your Ride scene in that where they make her look better. And I'm just like, it's some stuff like that. It's just like, why? It's not gonna. I understand why money, but
the
it's not gonna stand the test of time.
The little gag there too with the Pimp My Ride thing, like you mentioned, they have her, rising up like Darth Vader, and then she just topples over, and then the little black magic guy that's there,
Tony
helping her out.
Tony something.
Yeah, he's just there shaking his head while he was looking like Yoda. I'm like, what the hell's the point of the gag? Like, I get it, like came out around the same time as like Revenge of the Sith, so they're trying to like poke fun at that too. But it's like,
Tony Cox.
Some of the jokes that show up in like Loaded Weapon 1 or an Airplane, the jokes are there and they stick because you're making fun of a specific movie, which is fitting for like the overall film that you're making. But like a lot of these other films, you're just trying to throw other things in there to kind of poke fun at. And sometimes it doesn't land because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit into what you're trying to make.
I can't remember if Kohauser brought up in the chat, but it's like, yeah, a lot of these were like the Mad TV people, like the last 3 or 4 were all the Mad TV people trying to make a parody movie.
Right.
And it's like sometimes they were okay, sometimes they weren't, but it's like I'll give you a prime example, like the Mel Brooks thing that just came out, the History of the World Part 2. That was supposed to be Mel Brooks' TV show, and it wasn't. It was the Mad TV group with him just standing there, probably not doing anything. So that it's just like their type of humor is not, I guess, my type of humor, because it's not the quick clip thing like they were doing in that.
Well,
and that worries me for the new Spaceballs, to be honest with you.
That's true.
Well, we did forget like one of the major parody movies of all time, and that was Godzilla 98.
See, it was not a parody. It was a sad representation. That's what that is.
It was a ripoff, in my opinion.
That's a ripoff right there. You want to talk about ripoffs? Like,
yeah, that's a ripoff.
Godzilla 98's a big ripoff.
But
Priest is in the chat. I'm telling you right now, it is a ripoff.
I mean, like if you really like look at the genre in itself, I think because of like epic movie and date night and superhero movie and stuff like that, the genre fell off, but it has started coming back.
Yep.
I mean, we did not know that there was going to be a lethal a Naked Gun movie.
Yeah.
Last year, we never knew this was This was like
it was a surprise drop.
That's true.
Yeah. And Liam
Neeson did a damn good job.
I knew he wouldn't. I'll tell you why. I know he wouldn't. I'll tell you why. Because he kind of was in a similar type role in Darkman. Darkman, he played the comedic as well as the dramatic.
But he is also going to be in another movie that is a parody. It seems like it's a bit of a parody on Last of Us. It's called Cold Storage, and it's got like these fungus-based zombies and all that. And he's in it, and it looks funny. Like,
and you also got to think, you guys, his trajectory on his career now. He could probably because for a long time he was a serious actor. He did serious roles and stuff. Maybe a few comedic roles here and there, a couple sci-fi and stuff like that.
Couple action, yeah.
And then he did the Taken series where he became a serious fucking action star.
Yeah.
Now if he's got the Leslie Nielsen trajectory right now. He can go and do comedies And
honestly,
well, I mean, Schindler's List.
he
He could do any genre. He could do.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, I completely agree, could do any genre he wanted to at this point.
I will say this. I want to see a comedy movie starring Liam Neeson and Samuel L. Jackson doing like the kind of like both of them can do that, like that serious like delivery and all that.
Well, the thing is one of them would have to be the straight man. The other one has to be an opposite, because that's usually kind of how a lot of these.
That's
the parodies.
That's the thing. Like Samuel Jackson, they're both the straight man. Yeah, you're right. Like you would need that certain character. Like
now, having both of them play the straight man, though, then it'd have to be like a just fully deadpan humor kind of thing, which I don't know how a whole lot of people feel with deadpan humor. I know, like, for some folks, it's like it lands pretty well. For others, it feels too dry.
Well, but Fuck 'em Hall that just came out, a lot of people didn't like it because it was a dry humor, and I thought it was hilarious. But I like British movies and stuff like that. But it was definitely dry humor, and a lot of people said it just they didn't get the comedic out of it because it's dry humor. So you're right 100% when it comes to that. Stop freaking tracking me, camera. But it's like it's true. It's like if you got to have the audience there for it to be either like you said, either a deadpan humor movie or it's got to be slapstick. The trying to mix the two is tough.
I mean, if I'm being honest, my video on Fuck 'em Hall, the trailer is my most viewed video to date.
Nice.
Is it really?
It's got 2,400 views. But it's proof that like the trailer itself was great marketing. It was a decent
trailer. It's a decent movie.
Well, I haven't had a chance to watch Fuck 'em Hall yet, but like
it's a parody. It's a parody of
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey, and they do a great job with it.
What I guess what I wanted to ask was like, because some people fear that most of the jokes for the film were presented primarily in the trailer. Is that actually the case? No, that's good at least.
For Jimmy Carr, yeah, kinda, but the rest of the movie just no. There's so many, like it's a lot like Lethal Weapon or not Lethal Weapon, Loaded Weapon,
Loaded Weapon,
a lot like Hot Shots, like stuff's happened. I'll give you a joke. It doesn't really ruin the joke, but I'll give you a joke. They're getting ready, like he's one of the people trying to help decorate the tables and stuff, and they open one of the cellar doors to get the wine out, and they leave it open, and of course they're walking having a conversation, and behind you see a guy like walking through with some glasses, and he's stuff like that.
Well, they showed that in the trailer. They did show that in the trailer. Yeah, they showed it in the Red Band trailer.
Oh, okay. But like stuff like that, like that's the jokes you see more in the movie than it is the like Jimmy Carr being comedic. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's more visual gags like they used to be than they are. Like it does take me back to like Hot Shots. It's not as good as Hot Shots, but it does take me back to that time of parody.
So that is what they're trying to go for with Fuck 'em All. No, see, that's the thing I actually like. I'm more interested in wanting to watch the film because like parody movies, when they do something like that, when they're using visual gags or slapstick, it means they're not trying to rely on constant references like remember this, remember that, remember these things, but they're trying to play with what it is that they have that they are working with, and they want to try and go over the top with that shit.
Yeah, Fuck 'em Hall was Downton Abbey as a parody.
Nice. Okay, good. No, I actually want to check the movie out then. I'm interested in that.
It's decent. It's not like excellent, but it's decent.
See, Cole Hauser, like, and that's your thing, man. Like we're into it. I admit the trailer got my attention.
The trailer did not. No. I'm with Cole Hauser. The trailer made me go, really? This is what's gonna be? But the movie was so much better than that trailer was. Like I enjoyed it.
That's fair. That's fair
for me. Like the slapstick, like the slapstick part where they shoot the guns and all the birds start falling out of the sky. Where it fell out of the sky.
Oh, like the birds, and then a fox just
and then a deer.
Yeah.
When I saw that, for me, I thought that was actually funny. Like me, I actually kind of like that.
Cole Hauser, if you enjoyed Loaded Weapon, I think you would like this one. I think you need to give it a shot.
For me, like when it comes to a parody movie, it's the element of surprise. A lot of these movies hit you with the element of surprise, like the Scotty cameo.
Well, you're expecting
Bruce
something
Willis
serious. You expected something
Yeah.
serious, and it's like some joke.
Just out of nowhere. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
give you the. He's like, have you seen this person? Shows a picture of Whoopi Goldberg. Guy says no. Pulls out a shirt of Whoopi Goldberg and says, "Does this look like the person?" He goes, "I don't know."
No,
And
the
then
Mr. Potato Head.
Well, no.
The
They,
Mr.
ro-
Potato
they roll
Head
in.
one.
They roll in
was-
her body. They roll in her body, her
Mhm.
dead body, and says,
Yes.
"It looks kind of blurry."
Yeah.
But the Mr. Potato Head thing, right? Where
Yeah.
they're literally just building on a physical potato, and then like see, okay, so that's one of the prime examples of like a brick joke. I don't know if you guys know the
Sight
phrase
gag.
a brick joke, right?
Sight
Well,
gag,
like
too.
no, it's a side gag as well, but it's like a brick joke where you're setting up the joke, right? So like in the form of like a brick being tossed out the window, and then
And
a couple minutes later, you see the actual payoff of it, and like
Yeah.
the
literally
brick
like
finally
20 minutes
lands as you
later in
see
the
it.
movie. Yeah, 20
You
minutes
see it
later in
pay
the
off,
movie.
and it's like, oh, holy shit! They were serious about a Mr. Potato Head dude just walking around committing a crime. Now they're arresting him.
Yeah.
Like that's a good example of like brick jokes
There's
and like
in,
side
in
gags.
Falcom Hall, there's like 2 or 3 of those too. So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like this takes me back to the original parodies.
Well, and also the guy who played Draco Malfoy is in it.
Yeah,
That's really cool. But one of those kinds of gags is like the kind of thing that shows the movie the filmmakers actually respect the audience's intelligence. You know what I mean? It's like they're able to set up a joke, and then a couple minutes later they finally give you the payoff, and it's like, okay, now I see what it is, and you start
exactly.
laughing.
With movies nowadays, they're all like they've said it in Hollywood, like it's to dumb it down so you don't have to pay attention. And that's taking the some of these gags away, because that's what you paid attention to is for the gag. The next coming up 20 minutes later. But we're in the TikTok generation where it's got to be you can hear it and pay attention. You don't have to fucking see it.
So
And
Just
just
joke
saying, we
after
need
joke
we,
after
we
joke.
need to
It's
do a
gotta
watch
happen.
party for Falcom Hall and the Naked
I
Gun.
have it. I have them both.
And we'll throw in Spaceballs too, but
Yeah, we got
That
you
too.
watch
That's a
Spaceballs.
definite. That's a definite.
But like but that's just not the only thing is it's not just movies that did parodies. Like there's been parodies in TV shows like through the years that they, like you said, Roland,
Weird
they
Al.
care about the
Weird Al,
audience.
his music is a parody of other music.
Well, look at
100%.
what was it? What was that movie he did where he was like the owner of the TV station?
UHF.
UHF.
UHF. That's a parody of something.
Well, no, it's
You
it's a
know?
parody of a lot of different things. It's like he has
Yeah.
the show. It's a parody of what a cable station would be.
Right.
But
I'll
yeah,
give you a good example of a parody. Disney Star Wars.
Oh, well, no, funny you mentioned Star Wars though, because Campy was bringing up how TV shows
Wow.
do some good number of like parodies, right? Well, it's one of the most popular Star Wars parodies, Blue Harvest from
yep.
Family Guy. Yep, like Seth MacFarlane, which funny enough, before he did the Orville, also
Tommy,
did
you
a
come
parody.
back, you idiot.
Jesus.
I know.
Seth MacFarlane, before doing a parody of Star Trek with the Orville, which turns out to be much more respectful to the source material than like modern Star Trek, did a parody of Star Wars with the Blue Harvest trilogy, where you have Blue Harvest, something Dark Side.
It was the original. It was the hidden names they did for the original trilogy that was on the scripts. Like Blue Harvest was A New Hope, and I can't remember Return of the Jedi or Empire. They had
Empire
names.
was something Dark Side. I remember that's what they called it, which is fun. That is kind of funny that they name it that, because that's like a nice little gag that happened in one of the earlier episodes where they do a cutaway gag for Palpatine, and all he's doing is just something.
The third one was it's a trap.
The third one is it's a trap because of the obvious line that Akbar does, right? But those three do, the comedic jokes. Hell, in the Empire parody, you have Chris basically training in a similar manner that Rocky did in Rocky 4. And they do the same cutaways where you see Drago like, and him cutting down the tree and everything, and then they do the nice little gag where it's like, sometimes I feel like the dark side has better equipment than us for training, and it's like
blue. But the best line for me through all three of those is Blue Harvest when he goes, So she goes, "Aren't you a little fat to be a stormtrooper? Well, stay here and rot, you stuck up bitch." that gets me every time. But it and you got shows like The Simpsons had great parodies. Like the one that I was talking to y'all backstage, the one of my favorites was when they brought in Sideshow Mel and Sideshow Bob, and it was Frasier and Niles from the Frasier show, and then Bart puts his hands over Niles' Sideshow Mel's eyes, and he goes, "Guess who?" And he goes, "Maris." And I cackled at stuff like that. And they did that with a lot of different shows. They did a 2001 Space Odyssey. Like they did parodies all around, especially during the Halloween shows.
Okay, nice.
I gotta put my glasses
on.
But
there are some parodies that we can't talk about because they're the adult kind.
No.
So they made fun of me, everybody, on a Jellyfin. I have a Jellyfin server, so I use a lot of my stuff on that. I have a movie called if you've seen Flash Gordon, I have a movie on there called Flesh Gordon and the Cosmic Cheerleaders, and it's a porn parody, but it's not dirty, but it's.
Do you swear it's not hentai?
I swear it's not hentai. It's got a lot of boobage, but that's about it. But it's hilarious, and there's like all kinds of like people. People forget how many parodies are of like Forrest Hump.
Well, can't
You know,
be.
stuff like
They
that,
they did one of like Tarzan when Greystoke came out, where Tarzan would like see a girl's boobs, and he'd touch them, and they'd go ooga. You know, they did movies like that.
There's only two that come to mind. One is a Skinemax film that I knew about because at an early age I was watching Cinemax when I shouldn't have been.
Flesh Gordon was a Cinemax movie.
So the one that I remember is called Bikini Jones, basically. So it's supposed to be a rip on Indiana Jones. And another one, and I know everyone knows the title for this one because now it's a literal Marvel superhero, Ironheart from Japan.
Oh,
which I need to stress
also
Ironheart, the porn parody came first. Before Ironheart,
it did.
Hey, so we gotta mention that at least.
Don't forget Lord of the G-String.
Lord of the G-String. Friend of mine, we went to Best Buy and it literally was $1 for sale. And he's like, "You want to buy it?" I was like, "What the hell? We'll buy it."
Exactly, Lex.
No, it was the Erotic Witch Project, which is a play off the Blair Witch Project, and it was those just stupidest softcore you ever seen. But they did the whole like her naked running through the thing and looking at the camera and crying and stuff, and it was just like, and you know, it's just some of the parodies were just so like out there. Like they did an Incredible Hulk one, which I'm just like, oh my god.
No. The Incredible Bulk.
Yeah, the Incredible Bulk.
That was
Mallrats. That was Mallrats.
The amazing Bulk is that very cheap CGI one. Yeah, I've heard of that
Bulk,
one.
Yeah,
but that's another one that you would throw in the ripoff pile.
And like the Ninja Turtles. They did a Ninja Turtle once, which I regretfully say.
I don't want to know about Ninja Turtles.
Hold a second. We forgot something from Loaded Weapon. When he goes in the sewers, he pops his head up.
He's literally
Russian novel
in front of
Dude, that was great.
They should have did a little bit more. They should did a little bit more with that to have it where he would pop up and it'd be like a train coming towards him or like a car or something.
So I'll say this. I know we were talking about how like some of the modern movies do the whole TikTok thing. That one did the weird out of nowhere cutaway gag that doesn't fit. But it somehow was still funny in comparison to a lot of the other shit that came out later. I'll say that. But I suppose, because I don't know how much more time we got left, but I suppose the important question that we should ask ourselves, let's see here. Important question that we got, because we were talking about Fakamall and we were talking about the new Naked Gun films, right?
Are you talking about with the releases of the new Naked Gun and Fakamall? Are parody movies making a return?
Yes, I suppose that should be the important question. What do you guys think?
For me, if you think about it, I mean, literally, we know that Spaceballs 2 is going to be making fun of Disney Star Wars. We know this.
Well, I mean, we know this. We know this because
of the scroll.
When they showed the cast was reading the the script for it, they did a parody. It was a parody, like, of when this Force Awakens cast did it. And like you see references to the previous Spaceballs movie, and it, like, you see a box of pizza, you see a trash can for where R2D2, yeah, and it just like they were just ripping on it there, and I'm like, that alone gives me a little bit of hope, but I'm still cautious.
Well, that's actually
because of History of the World Part 2. I'm cautious because I just don't think it's going to be a Mel Brooks movie.
Well,
I think
Mel
it's going to
Brooks
be whoever's
has more.
Collaborator with.
Mel Brooks has more. He's got more say in this than he did that, because that was more of the show. The people that ran the TV show did more of that than he did. I mean, come on, the man's about to turn 100 fucking years old.
Yeah, he's 99 years old.
Wow. He's out there with Dick Van Dyke then. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the question I have then, I suppose, like when it comes to Spaceballs 2, that's going to be coming out. And now we're talking about it doing parodies on the sequel trilogy. I'm curious if they're actually going to completely rip into it because they know that a lot of people didn't really enjoy the sequel trilogy, or are they going to try and like play it a little safe and kind of go with more of the surface level criticisms of it? That's what I'm a little curious about. Because if they're willing to rip into it 100%, I think they might actually succeed with.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Right now, in 2026, it is more safer to rip on Star Wars than it was probably 5 years ago.
Okay, yeah. Spaceballs 2 is being made by Amazon MGM Studios, so I think because it's Amazon, I could see Amazon being like, "Oh, Disney, we want to fucking poke the bear."
Well, sure, yeah, because it's a competitor. I guess the question is, are they willing to actually, because it's Amazon and MGM, and you know those guys, when it came to the stuff like Rings of Power and Wheel of Time, they like to.
This is favorite show, by the way.
Well, the question is, does Mel Brooks still have the rights to use? Like, remember George Lucas said, as long as you don't make things out of it, as long as you make toys and stuff out of it, you can use like the lightsaber and stuff like that. My question is that
he does,
because he sold it though, but because George Lucas sold it, does that still stand?
The thing is, if it's like based around the same characters from the first movie, absolutely he can use that shit and then make it where it's more of a spoof of the modern Disney shit. He can still do that. I mean, probably they won't, maybe now, maybe don't think it might be relaxed as toys because Lucas don't own it no more.
Popcorn buckets.
Dude, I'll fucking tell you right now, if they would make toys for Spaceballs, I would fucking buy them. Well,
I love that whole scene in Spaceballs where it's like they're talking about the merchandise. It's like we got Spaceballs, the flamethrower. Yeah, dude.
But I mean, that was the rule though. It's like he could make it and he would do anything he wanted except make toys. That's what George Lucas made him. But I mean,
dude, who wouldn't want? Hey, who wouldn't want the Winnebago with wings? The flying Winnebago, dude.
Well, I have the Lego Winnebago. I'll post a picture of it on here on the X or something if y'all want to see it. Right. My roommate, he collects all the Legos and he's got the Winnebago upstairs. But the thing is like you said, Ronan, it's like I hate this damn camera. It's like you said, it's like are we in a time right now where it's okay to make a parody? Are parodies coming back? It's like I don't think we're still not in the where you can make fun of things and people will get over it. I don't think we're there yet. I think it's going to be a few more years before we get the true parody return because they're just not. They're the I don't want to say the left because it's not just the left, but I don't think the people are going to accept it from the other side. If you want to say it like that.
No, I guess that's kind of the question I was really trying to sort of get to was ultimately is Amazon and MGM Studios willing to basically step out of the party lines, shall we say? And I wish I wasn't like trying to bring it up in that manner, but that's kind of what it is because Amazon is in line with like Disney and a lot of these other big companies and trying to cater to a specific side, shall we say, and they'll throw bones to another side every now and then with like something like the Terminal List and whatnot. But are they willing
Reacher.
when it or Reacher? But are they willing when it comes to Spaceballs
to
not
actually
just make fun of Disney Star Wars on the surface level, but really tear into it just to show how bastardized Star Wars is now as a brand.
I think we're too sanitized. I don't think we will. I don't think we get
Jeff Bezos fucking hates the dude that runs Disney. You damn well know he's gonna be like, fuck
Bob Iger. Okay,
Bob Iger.
Fuck with them. He probably told them when you make this movie, fuck.
If he's involved,
them.
yeah, he may have nothing to do with it. Let's be honest. Jeff Bezos may not have anything to do with it.
But if that's the case, that'll be kind of funny. But it's like what Kohlhauser says too. 40 years have passed. We don't really know if the movie will really stand up to the original. It's some of the concerns that I have as well too.
Well, at least they're bringing back a good portion of the cast. We know they don't have Joan Rivers; she died. We know they don't have John Candy, but John Candy's son, who looks,
I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that,
and that fits because of his race are dogs, and he wouldn't be alive after so many years, and it fits.
Till you're 90.
I will say, regarding the Spaceball sequel. I'm not entirely sure it has to hold up to the original. It just has to be better than a lot of shit we're getting today.
Well, also in May we are doing a long legacy sequels show. So we're going to talk about where it's like years between. So we can bring that up then too. But like, just it's crazy how we've gotten so many things. It's like you're giving us taste, but we're not. I don't feel like we're getting the full sandwich yet.
Little sprinkles there. Some little samples, but we have to have the full meal before we can really trust you.
But we're gonna finish out the show with a list of the top parodies, because I know we've forgotten a few. Like I admit, I just remember this Spinal Tap. Like there's a lot we didn't talk about. So AP, bring up the list, and we're gonna talk about each one, like a few lines on each one.
I'll zoom in for the Old Man Phantom.
So,
but I mean, Airplane being number one.
Fuck you, Atomic!
Makes complete sense.
At the tippity top of the list, Airplane, one of the most iconic parodies. Absolutely, everybody loves this one.
We got 3 of the most iconic
so much.
Yeah.
Number 2 is another one that's kind of a surprise. Austin Powers. It's like,
well, these are in order of what they're rated on IMDb, and it's kind of sad to me that the top one is only a 7.7. Like Airplane should be more than that. It should be.
It's IMDb, so
it's IMDb, but at the same time, comedies in general, for some reason, tend to be like rated lower on the scale, which is weird. So, I don't understand why, but
I wonder something. Do you think Shrek is on this list because it is a parody of fantasy movies?
I would put Shrek more of its own thing.
Homage.
I feel like
Shrek is a.
You know what?
However, I would say Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is more of a parody because it's ripping on a lot of Disney, how they are just like grabbing all the IPs and all these fantasy characters and all that,
and going towards the movie. Yeah. Austin Powers, that's a great freaking movie. Naked Gun,
nice parody on James Bond films.
Spaceballs, Young Frankenstein, some classics right there. So I feel like Young Frankenstein should be higher.
Here's
Tropic Thunder,
Thunder.
If you look at the not trailer, if you look at the thumbnail, you see that's what I use for that.
Yep.
Tropic Thunder was one of the last greatest comedies that we've gotten.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hot Shots, a classic one. Robin Hood Men in Tights, freaking great. The only one I haven't now, we're gonna go through these, but 1 through 30, I have every one of these and seen every one of these and have them on my jelly pen, except number 9 and number 11, because I've never seen Dewey Cox. Have any of y'all seen? I think we talked about this already, but
I have not seen it.
I haven't seen Dewey Cox.
It's okay. It's okay, but it's fucking retarded.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then Blazing being above Blazing Saddles is what's throwing me off. Like I don't
I would say that too. Blazing
Saddles should be in the top 3. Blazing
Agreed.
Saddles
See,
could be
top 3 or
top
top
three.
5. Agreed.
This ranking right here is 7.7. This is 6.9.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. What the heck?
It's what this could be entirely based on the way that the user set up this list, because this list, it was made by a user in IMDb.
Oh, that's true.
That could be the
Okay,
case.
Yeah, that's
It's not one that was generated by IMDb themselves.
I
so
thought it
that
was.
might be the
Okay.
case.
And then the comebacks. I've never seen. Well, I've never seen the comebacks. That was number 11.
Comebacks. You got Monty Python's
Python.
Meaning of Life.
Oh,
which
Monty Python.
It's strange that they would put Meaning of Life as a quote unquote parody. It's more of a comedy that is in line with Monty Python standard stuff. But what I would put more as a parody would be Monty Python's and the Holy Grail. Since that one is
it's on
lovingly...
here. It's on here later.
No,
on.
right. That's true. Okay.
Shaun of the Dead, like that's right there. Like I said, I feel that's more of an homage than a parody of the zombie movies.
Well, I would say it lines up in a similar manner with like Hot Fuzz, where it both deconstructs a lot of the jokes and the tropes that you see in the genre, but then it starts rebuilding it and has fun with it. That's kind of where I would see it.
And then
but it
Johnny
fits here.
Dangerously, there we go. I love that fucking
Spies
movie.
Were Like Us and Johnny Dangerously. I don't feel like they were parodies. I feel like they were not spoofs, but like they were play off like the Spy movie, and Johnny Dangerously was a play off the old like 50s,
monster movies.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like I feel like that's more a genre, so that'd be more an homage to me than a parody itself. So that kind of threw me off. But Don't Be a Menace, that should be on here. That is hilarious.
Don't Be a Menace. One of the best.
That's the first one. Like let's be honest, the freaking Wayans brothers are some of the greatest parody writers too.
Yes, they are.
Well, also you think Hot Chicks is a parody of Some Like It Hot. It's a parody of it.
I could see it.
And then this is Spinal Tap, great movie, scary movie. The first one that I really think like Don't Be a Menace came out in 96, but I feel like Scary Movie in 2000 was really
Didn't they announce a new Spinal Tap movie's coming out?
It's already out.
It's already been out.
It's already out.
It's already out. It's literally just went under the radar. I haven't watched it yet, but it's sad because it's like, why have they not talked about this more?
Oh, dude, another teen movie is fucking hilarious.
Not another teen movie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Scary Movie led to not another teen movie, led to a lot of these movies. And what I love about Not Another Teen Movie is they're making fun of Varsity Blues, and they get the same fat guy for both movies.
Yeah.
Which he passed away recently, but
Top Secret, one of my favorite Val Kilmer movies of all time.
I honestly think this one needs to be higher. I think this needs to be higher.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, Holy Grail
definitely
needs to be
higher.
higher. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Galaxy Quest, I feel like again that's an homage to Star Wars, Star Trek. But I love it. I love Galaxy Quest. Basketball, same thing. I don't think it's a parody. I think it's just they had an idea.
More of a comedy on its own, I would say. Yeah.
So I have not seen this one.
Oh, you gotta watch Basketball. It's pretty funny.
It's funny. Yeah.
Basketball is great. Hot Fuzz, again, like we were discussing with Shaun of the Dead. More of a deconstruction of what it's satirizing, but then of course actually building it and playing with those tropes again as well too.
The thing with Mars Attacks, that's more of an homage than a parody.
Exactly.
I actually put it as an homage and a satire, I would say, but it's like a nice comedic satire of what has come out with
the actors in that. The actors were great,
and I would have to say,
all-star lineup. Yeah.
Three Amigos is an homage. It's not a parody.
Yeah,
it's an homage.
Now, if you want to talk about straight parodies, A Million Ways to Die in the West is actually a pretty good parody. That's the other Seth MacFarlane film, but a nice parody of a lot of the Old West films that came out.
My mustache.
Well, and Liam Neeson's also in this one. So
Liam Neeson's also in this one too. He likes working with Seth MacFarlane a lot. Yeah.
Gets killed from a fucking bullet that's been dipped in snake venom, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even worse. The worst of it is he gets a flower in the butt.
Yeah. Yep. Kung Fu Hustle. Nice.
Well, who plays the female in that?
Charlize Theron.
She's a parody of fucking Sharon Stone from Quick and the Dead.
Which is a great movie if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Hustle, you're right. We watched that for Kung Fu Night. History of the World Part 1. Like I said, first one was great. The show they tried to do was not good, man. It was just not.
Johnny English is good.
Yeah.
Second one, not as much.
There's three of them.
Dracula Dead and Loving It. Fucking love that movie. That
It
movie's
had its
so
moments. The guy that
hilarious.
played Peter
Renfield.
McNichol that played Renfield was just freaking great. There's Ronan's favorite superhero movie.
Yeah. This was a fun one.
Wrongfully accused, the playoff of The Fugitive, which was funny, but I had
That was fucking hilarious.
Attack
I
of the
think it has
Tomatoes.
and then Loaded Weapon.
Favorite.
I still think Loaded
would
Weapon. It should be higher.
Being
should
so
be
low
higher.
on the list, yeah.
And Mafia is not a bad movie, but what made Mafia funny was Lloyd Bridges. Like Lloyd Bridges
Yeah.
also is like a not Liam Neeson. Oh my God.
He's similar
Leslie
to Leslie Nielsen.
He is like
yeah.
Leslie Nielsen. He does so great in these parodies of hot.
Fun
Shot
fact.
Mafia.
He is
Fun fact. Hey, I got a fun fact. So Lloyd Bridges was supposed to play Leslie Nielsen's character in Airplane.
Was he?
He's
Wow.
Yes.
he
And
feels go ahead.
And he ended up playing. He played the guy that was at the airport.
To me, Lloyd Bridges feels like a sort of great value Leslie Nielsen, and that's not to downplay him at all because he's still hilarious. But it's almost like you could have them kind of switch each other's roles in whatever films they're in, and it would feel like it's the same person playing it. So, like, imagine if Leslie Nielsen had been the Godfather in Mafia instead. It's like, oh God, it fits him perfectly. You know,
Yeah,
that's how I see it.
I agree there. Lloyd Bridges, he was great too. In like, God, what was that movie called? No. There was a movie called oh my God, I'm blanking on the name. It's about an Irish bomb guy, but he plays a real serious role, and it's like this is in between after he did Mafia, and
well, he also he was a serious actor because he did that TV show where he was that marine biologist on TV.
And Fatal Instinct. All right,
go ahead.
No. You continue.
I was done.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm looking up that Lloyd Bridges, Jeff Bridges movie because
let's see. The next one on the list we got Fatal Instinct, which I presume is a nice play on Basic Instinct, and I know Kohlhauser brought it up. It's like a play on several other films that came out around the time. I brought it up earlier. God, I wish I could remember the common one. Mystery Men, another parody that's on like various superheroes.
Blown Away. The movie I'm thinking of was Blown Away. Like he was excellent in Blown Away. Lloyd Bridges was.
Can you consider that a parody movie or an homage to superhero movies?
See, that's the question. Would you consider?
That is the question.
I would consider it kind of both.
Because it's not parody because they're not parodying off like a certain movie. It's just a misfit
characters.
It's like misfit characters brought together to be. Was it like a Magnificent Seven type deal, or
Ridiculous Six? You mean?
Yeah.
That's actually a good question. Now that you bring it, actually, you know what? Maybe that makes you wonder then, because Mystery Men does its own thing because the characters are all unique. It's original, shall we say? It's not trying to rip off of particular characters. So then, I guess that's a good way to like sort of bring up the question again of whether or not it's a parody or an homage or a tribute of sorts. Yeah.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Saturday the 14th. I've never heard of that one before.
I haven't either.
That movie's insane. It's hilarious as hell. It's insane. It's funny as shit.
I'm gonna stand for I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's next after that, because like I'm gonna get you, sucker is you could consider it blaxploitation, but I think it's just one of the most hilarious spin-offs, which again, it goes back to Kenny Wayans. It's
a parody off of Shaft. It's the parody of like the
70s, and it's just hilarious from beginning to end. Like,
dude,
Jim Brown in the big toe.
dude, no, where he takes the guy's eye out with the paper clip, and he has PTSD about paper clips.
And then he does the like little pin where he's trying to heal up the wound. Such a great movie.
Kentucky Fried Movie, another one.
Yep. Haven't seen Return to Captain Invincible. Don't know what that is. High Anxiety.
I haven't seen
one of Mel Brooks' least talked about movies, but I think was a great movie. Spy Hard was
Why is Spy Hard so low?
I don't know. Whoever made this list, it needs to.
Well, I disagree. I feel like Spy Hard had great scenes, but it wasn't a great movie.
I guess, I
Champion-
suppose, but
gotta-
like the gags in it are just great.
And the
You
Great
gotta
Dictator, which
remember-
is not a parody. It's, I mean, they're talking about the Nazi time, but it's just, I don't see that as a parody at all.
You gotta
that's
remember
satire.
the next movie that he did after this was Mr. Magoo, for Christ's sakes.
Oh God, you're right. But yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
that's the list that's brought up. But is there anything else anybody wants to add to the story here? Like, is there one you want to talk about that doesn't get talked about a lot? I still stand by, if you hadn't seen Young Frankenstein, that should be the first one you start with.
Oh, dude, that one's golden.
But like,
Yeah.
is there anything else y'all want to say?
The
or-
one I have not seen is it's not. I don't know if it's really a parody, but Young Einstein.
Young Einstein, it's not a parody. It's more a it's
It's a
Yahoo
spoof.
Serious. Yeah, Yahoo Serious is like
Yeah.
How do I put this? He comes up with the electricity to play a guitar, so it's more a homage to what those
Well,
stories were.
It's him coming with MC equals
E
square
equals MC
for
squared,
foam
yeah.
for beer. For foam for beer. He
Yeah.
literally makes the foam for beer.
That's pretty
And
funny.
it's a wild ride.
It's definitely a I would if
Worth
you've ever
watching
seen,
once.
what's the one with the orange haired guy and Phoebe Cates
Oh,
Drop Dead Fred.
Carrot
If
Top?
you Drop
yes.
Dead Fred.
Oh,
If
Drop
you
Dead
like
Fred.
if you like
Fred.
Drop Dead Fred, this is a
Yeah.
movie. A Young Frankenstein is a movie I think you would enjoy.
Yeah.
I do think I have it on my Jellyfan, but
You do. I saw it
Good
on there.
movie.
That's why.
okay.
Good movie.
It's an interesting take, but it's definitely not a parody.
It's literally fucking Albert Einstein grew up in Tasmania.
Yeah.
Is
If he
the
grew up in
story.
Australia. If he grew up
Yeah.
with Nishi.
That's pretty funny.
But that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, Ronan, if you want to start off.
Oh, sure, absolutely. So next Sunday I will be here again as well for another episode of Matinee with the Homies, like we always do. But for the rest of this week, you can catch me as well as Cole Hauser and Lex over in the chat on the Golden Age podcast, or as we like to sometimes say, the Golden Shower podcast with Isaac as well, just talking politics and
And
you know,
Cornball.
having a good time, and Cornboy as well too, and Magnum Norse sometimes.
Magnum Morse.
Magnum Horse. But yes, you can catch us there, and throughout the rest of the week, I am again going to try and see if I can fit some more streams, doing some more Claire Obscure Expedition 33, doing some more OG Fallout, doing some more Death Stranding as well too. I still try to fit some of that stuff in. Hopefully tomorrow I don't have to show up for work, and then I might actually fit some streams in there as well too.
We don't get
we will
snowed in.
see. I hope I get snowed in, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, you can catch me on all of those. You can catch me on my YouTube, Ronan the Crusader. You can catch me on Kick, Ronan the Crusader. You can catch me on my X, Ronan_Crusader7, and that's about it. What about you, AP?
Yeah, no, no, no. It's
I
a
leave it. I
blast.
usually leave it to Phantom at that point.
yeah, I had a blast on this show. It's always fun to talk about these movies and all that. And of course, Loaded Weapon. It was my first time watching it. It was a hell of a good movie. I absolutely had a great time watching it. And you can find me on X, atomic_patriot, which probably a good thing to add there is the underscore. And you can find me on YouTube, which is Atomic Patriot. And you can find me and Critic List and on Kick as the Atomic Patriot. And yeah, you join the Discord because we do watch parties every week. We do anime watch parties. We do movie watch parties for the stuff for the movies we're going to be talking about.
And we play video games.
Yep.
And we play video games. We play a lot of video games. And like yesterday's stream, we had a good time playing Among Us again. So also buy the merch because it's awesome. And yeah.
I was about to say the line, AP. Say the line, and then you actually said it. Buy the merch.
And I am M. Kemper, you fan. I am the Sugar Honey Iced Tea member of the Homies and GCA. You can find me on X, find me on Criticalist. Me and Hayden, we're going to put a video out sooner or later. We'll see if it happens. But next week is the start of February. So we're going to be doing Black History Month, basically. So next week's show is going to be about Black actors. I have talked to Kreese, and Kreese is picking the movie out. He's going to join us for this month, and he's picking out. He picked out the movie. I can't remember what the movie was, but he picked out the
Shaft.
movie we're going to watch.
Samuel Jackson's Shaft.
Samuel Jackson's
Oh,
Shaft,
okay.
and so we'll be watching that this Friday. We'll also be, like Phantom said earlier, we'll be doing
A movie I haven't seen. I haven't seen the Samuel Jackson Shaft. I've seen the original.
It's been a while, but I've seen it.
I have not seen it, so
Richard Roundtree was such a great Shaft. But we'll be talking about that. We're doing anime watch on Wednesday nights if you're joining us for there. And Saturday we're doing gaming again. We'll probably do Among Us again this week, just because we have such a good time with that, and y'all like watching it, so we're going to do that again.
You people.
I mean, you people, as in YouTuber. And as for that, back to you, Phantom.
And I'm Phantom X. Don't forget this Thursday night for the Homies podcast. Then we're going to be doing a gaming stream, and then the following Saturday night we're going to be doing anime with the Homies. So it makes this 1 month return next month. Also, join the Discord. Link is down in the description down below. We have fun in there. We're in there all the time. We're chilling and stuff, and you can call AP gay or call Campy fat and gay and old and retarded.
I am not old.
Or then you're gay and fat. You can also call Ronan a rage quitting little bitch.
There it is.
Had to do it, but yeah. So we thank you guys for tuning in. We do enjoy doing this show every Sunday. It's been a blast since we came up with the idea,
and we couldn't do it without y'all.
Yeah, and don't forget we're on the road to 400 subscribers. At 400 subscribers, Kreese and Vagabond are going to do the one chip challenge, hot challenge, whatever. 500, we got to redo that to come up with something a little bit better. But
Phantom's gonna shave his back.
I got no hair on my back. At 400 subscribers, along with Kreese and Vagabond doing the one hot challenge, whatever it's going to be, I am going to be playing the god awful Black Ops 7 campaign.
Ouch.
So Campy is gonna go in Discord with me, and he's gonna commentate, and that's what I'm going to be doing.
He's making me suffer too. Yeah.
Now that's an interesting proposition, Ebola.
It's got to be a female avatar with big jugs. That'll get all the views. That'll shoot us to like 10,000 in no time.
Take old biddies.
Take old biddies.
But yeah, thank you.
He'll make a selfie avatar.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming in. Pray for everybody that's going through this historic snowstorm and stuff that's going on right now. And I can hear it starting to sleet again outside. So yeah, thank you guys for coming in. We'll see you guys Thursday night for the Homies podcast. I'm Phantom X. He's Atomic Liquid, wherever the fuck he is. He's the Dollar Tree Rey Mysterio, and he's Rhonda the Rage Quitting Crusader. We'll see you guys Thursday night for the Homies podcast. Good night, everybody.
Stream, homies.
Good
night.
night.
Stream, homies.
Have a good one,
Ronan, don't be gay.
Don't be gay, Phantom.
I didn't say Campy, don't be gay. Oh, yeah, I just did. Good night, everybody.